Good morning, everybody. This is Kim Danke coming to you live from the Shibboleth Studios in Kennesaw, Georgia. When you pop on, if you don't mind telling me good morning, along with everybody else, good morning, and tell us where you're from. We love to know all about our members or just people catching the show from wherever you might be. So please tell us good morning and where you are from. Today is Wednesday, July 8th. And I'm having to think about that. I went on vacation last week and I cannot keep up with what days of the week it is. So yesterday I got on a webinar that was supposed to be for 8 a.m. on the 8th. And I was sitting there thinking, why is nobody else joining in on this webinar? Well, that's because it was the 7th. And so the webinar is this morning. Anyway, so have you ever done that? Have you ever couldn't figure out the days? Good morning, Amanda and Charlene and Brenda and Vicky. Good morning. Thank you for telling me where you're from. I love that. Noonan, it does help me just realize where all the members that we are reaching live. And I really, really enjoy that. It makes it a lot of fun. So today is, well, I'm going backwards now. I'm going on a countdown. Now that we're halfway through the year, I'm counting down how many days we have left to win at this game of life. We have 176 days left to win at the game of life, and you have all the tools and resources at your fingertips if you're a Shibboleth member. If you are not a member, membership is only $59.95 for a year. I mean, a year's membership. My goodness, let's do it. Good morning, Ann from Ball Ground, and Charlene from Clinton Township, Michigan. Good morning, Brian and Amanda. Awesome. I'm reading the cities. I'm just not reading them out loud. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Belinda. Awesome. That's really cool. Some of these places I need to go figure out where they are. Cheryl, I don't know where Clarksville, Georgia is. Good morning, Marla. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you're staying perfect, Marla. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning. I'm so glad y'all joined me. Yay, Tracy's having a perfect day. Y'all go ahead and tell me what kind of day you are having, because that's important that we are going to declare the type of day that we're having before we even start our day. So that's great. Northeast Georgia mountains. Okay. Awesome. That is fantastic. Well, a couple of things that's going on with the Kennesaw Shibby Shop. We get to move into a bigger space inside desktop co-working. So we're going to be doing that this morning, which is going to be awesome. We are very happy about that. We'll be able to have our training space and our classroom space all in the same room. So for those of you that have been there before, we won't have those tables anymore. We're just going to go back to chairs, which what we'll have room for. And but we'll be in a bigger space and it won't be so small. We have done a great job with the size room that we have. It's been amazing, but now we have the opportunity to move into that momentum room where we've been doing our classes. So that's going to be a change that the Kennesaw Shibby Shop makes over the course of the rest of this month, hopefully soon. Awesome. That's great, Brian. Brian's having a hemp bar kind of day. Hey, that's a great day. I love that kind of day. That's awesome. Julie Marandino is teaching at the Kennesaw Shibby Shop this morning. Class is at 10 a.m. So go ahead and head over for that if you're registered. If you're not registered, go to Locate Us, and then in that top blue box, find the link for Locate a Class and see if it's full or not. I didn't look this morning. Cheryl is having a holiday, and that is awesome. Her friends from her neighborhood Bible study are having a luncheon for the first time since the state. That's a good reason to have a holiday. Just go and enjoy your friends, which will be great. But the thing is, Cheryl is making a decision to have a holiday on a day that she wants to have a holiday on. And all those other days where it doesn't make sense to have a holiday, she doesn't. And that is the way that we live this Shibboleth lifestyle. That is the wonderful thing about living this lifestyle. Okay, so I get to do some in-person networking this morning, which I'm really excited about. So that's why I'm not on here much earlier than normal, but I've got to do that and then head over that way. But I wanted to read you another story from The Ripple Effect by Doug Grady. Canada. Awesome. Good morning, Donna. So this is interesting because I had the same thing with my vision. So I thought I was just tired. I was reading a book with fine print and found myself pushing it further away to make out the words. My vision was better than 2020. It had to be a mistake. I delayed the inevitable for over 2.5 years. Finally, I faced the facts and bought my first pair of reading glasses. And then a quote by Helen Keller is, "It's a terrible thing to see and have no vision." So the thing about my glasses, I had been reading the Bible, okay? And then I finished, and I always mark through all the verses in a Bible. And then once I've done that, I pick a new Bible. And then I start reading that Bible. So I had gotten through this Bible, and I went into the house and picked up another Bible. Well, that's the Bible I started reading. And I couldn't read it. It was like overnight, I could not read it. So I was thinking, what's going on with my eyesight? All of a sudden, turns out that other Bible that I had been reading was a large print Bible. So I could read the large print, but the next Bible that I went and got was just regular print, and I couldn't read it anymore. So it was so funny how that difference between the large print Bible and the regular print Bible showed me that I was having, I needed reading glasses, and so I got reading glasses. So that's funny how those kind of things happen. But what are the factors causing us to resist simple shifts that can significantly improve the quality of our lives? Here are some that have popped up for Doug. Comfort zone. Sometimes I like to hold on to my old familiar way of looking at things, even if it doesn't work so well anymore. Blind spots. I got so used to reading with obscured vision, I almost didn't notice it. Self-comparison. Well, let's think about this in the world of eating. You get so used to eating in a way that you don't even notice that it's not helping your body until all of a sudden it's like damaging to the point where you got to do something and head back the other way. Self-comparison. While it is true that I am continuing to improve in various areas of my life, apparently eyesight was not one of them. Comparing myself to how I used to be can be a recipe for frustration. Well, I think of this in Shibboleth is you're only trying to be better than you were yesterday. That's what we have to do. Never compare with the different stories that people have in Shibboleth. Celebrate their stories for them, but you're only trying to be better than you were yesterday. Okay, so self-comparison is what he's talking about, but I'm also just talking about comparison in general. Denial. He simply did not want to accept his limitations. And then pride, ego, and vanity. Glasses, when I got right down to it, represented weakness in my mind. I didn't want to rely on something outside of myself to get the results I was used to getting on my own. So there's that word humble again. You know, with Shibboleth, sometimes you've maybe studied different nutrition things over the years, but everything that you're putting together isn't working. And so you kind of have to humble yourself and forget everything that you thought you knew about nutrition. Or when you've had more than your fair share of holidays in a month, you have to humble yourself and make that Mayday phone call to a mentor. These are things that you have to just reach out and do. And don't see it as weakness. Instead, see it as, hey, I'm being strong and I'm reaching out when I need to. And then I just happened to be with a trusted friend who reminded me how absurd my stubbornness was. Without that gentle prodding, it is likely I would still be vision impaired. As I write these words, glasses on, I am wondering what took me so long. And so there's a verse, and then there's another thing. The verse is Proverbs 29:18. Proverbs 29:18, if y'all will type that in. And it says, where there is no vision, the people perish. And Travis tells us that all the time. We have to have a vision for where we are going. That's why we have the vision board and the goals tool on our Shibboleth website. So if y'all type in Proverbs 29:18 for me, hopefully somebody will look that up. And y'all type in, I have a vision. I have a vision. And I know where I'm going. And this was so cool. He wrote, tools Resources and strategies are all around us. They come in the form of books, trainings, people, and glasses. What are you doing today to improve your vision? That is really cool for us. The tools that are on this website should be used daily. Used daily. There's tools, there's resources, there's strategies, and those strategies that we use can change from moment to moment, day to day, or a mindset shift to a mindset shift. So we utilize all of these things to help that vision that we have come to fruition. And then there was one other thing in this book that I wanted to read, and I didn't want to read this whole story because it just didn't make sense, but this is really cool. Find something cool or challenging to do. Find someone cool to do it with. Lead with, I'll do it if you do it. And you go have some fun with a friend, and y'all achieve those visions and those goals together, which is awesome. And you know what? That's what we are for each other. We're cool people, and we're doing this all together. You know why we're such cool people? Because we have adopted this lifestyle, even when there may be naysayers out there in your life. If there's a naysayer in your life, you've got to just believe in what you know works. And we know Shibboleth works. I've never had one person tell me who's applied it that it doesn't work. And that is a great thing. That's a great thing. Y'all, thank you for typing in. I have a vision and a goal. That is awesome. Please, when you hop off of here, go and journal. That is using one of the tools that you have. And then I used one of our resources today. I'm going to make the beef and tot casserole because I've got some meat in the refrigerator that has thawed out. And my husband said, what are we going to do with that meat? And I said, well, let's find a recipe. So we're going to do the beef and tot casserole. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Paige. Good morning, everybody that's already kind of flown through because I got to talking and quit looking at the feed. I appreciate y'all very, very much. You know that I love you very, very much. And you know I believe this is truly the best lifestyle ever. And I just want y'all to live it with me in a way that benefits your life and you have life-improving, life-changing habits. You change those habits and they create those ripple effects that just improve your life in so many different ways. Good morning, Samantha. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Charlene, for sharing. You can share this or you can share from the website. Make sure you tag me and let me know. You go into that drawing on Friday and we'll go from there. But y'all have a perfect Wednesday and enjoy. And if you're not near Kennesaw where you can come to class today, watch a video. I was watching some videos from Jason's Corner recently. There are two, and there's one on categories, and there's two on combinations that he did. They're so good. They're so good. So just go in there and watch. And y'all have a blessed and perfect day. And if you're watching on replay, please type in hashtag Shibboleth for his glory. Shibboleth for his glory. Bye, y'all.